Hi there, good people. Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Woke up a while back, so I am still pretty much in the morning mode. So the voice is like this, right? Hopefully, you're doing good. Time is around almost 1 p.m. here. It's a sunny, bright winter day out. Winter, I'm saying because it's still cool weather here. It's not intense cold, but it gets pretty foggy in the afternoon towards the evening. So I'll be comparing two fragrances which are, to my nose, similar. One is Emir collection by Paris Corner called Celestial. And then I am going to also compare this with Kenzo Homme EDT Intense. Oh, sorry. This is the EDP. Sorry, I keep making mistake. This is the EDT Intense. I have backup of EDP. I need to get a backup of EDT Intense. So these two, why am I comparing? There's a reason for it. There is the definite reason of these two being the clone of the same exact fragrance called Ganymede by Marc Antoine Barrois or Barouis. So I sadly don't own that. If I had, then I would compare these. I'm sorry, I'm wiping the bottle a bit. I don't like dust. So I would compare them with the original, but I sadly just received a bottle from one of my brothers. I reviewed it, but I returned it. I don't have a decant as well, which is sad. I really have this fragrance in my wish list for a very long time, the Ganymede one, and then B60 something. There's this one other fragrance which I also like. So their fragrance is original one. Let me tell you, it's a very phenomenal fragrance with a beastly longevity. Because when you talk about the Ganymede, it's a crowd favorite. I see in our area, like most of the Indian folks, like our brothers, not sisters, I'm gonna say, mostly the men, they love this fragrance. Okay, they also have an extract or something new version. So that one has a lot of notes like mineral notes, suede, saffron, woody notes, violet leaves, Italian mandarin, immortal, Chinese osmanthus. These are the notes breakdown for the original. So I cannot afford that at this moment. I mean, I can. I said it before, but I rather not. $250 for a bottle of that. I can get 5, 6 decent colognes, and I make content, right? So for me, whatever works practically, that's why I get it. So coming down to this is the first one I had, and there are three in this line, like Emir collection. I'm sadly not owning the box at this moment. I threw them away because they're really big box. Check out my review on both. You'll see full presentation reviews. So Celestial is the first one I'll talk about, and there are three in the line. As I told you, the other two also are great, but not as good as this one. This one, the performance, everything top notch. I'll talk about it. So this one comes with a beautiful bottle, and I'm really surprised at the quality of their bottles. The Price Corner basically is like a budget house. I do not compare them even with Fragrance World before, because Fragrance World has much better presentation in my humble opinion. But nowadays, look at that. So this is out for a while now. The Falcon or Eagle, okay, really nice cap. I love that. That gives the bottle nice look, and I think, in my humble opinion, the bottle looks really, really good. So the caps are not really a snug fit much. It's like this, it's like it can be taken out very smoothly. So I pick up the bottle and then open. Sprayers are good. Let's spray it. Now I'm not gonna spray on my skin. I'm wearing something else. So this is how the small spray works here. Sprays are not good, but price wise, this is half the price of the Kenzo as far as my memory goes, or even cheaper. This one comes maybe $20-25 like that, right? I could be wrong, but I remember it being cheaper than Kenzo Homme EDT Intense. Kenzo Homme EDT Intense basically is, if for a tester, it goes for $55. If you buy a full presentation, 110 ml, it will go around $65 to $75, give or take, if you can get discounts. But if you pay retail, this is going to be like 100 something dollars. Okay, do not pay retail. So first thing, presentation is to each his own. I prefer both of the bottles. Very nice. This one is a bamboo shape, and I'm going to compare side by side, so I'm going to give details. I'm assuming people did not watch both my reviews before. So this is a nice little new packaging, new idea that Kenzo did. Previously, Kenzo Homme line used to be in a katana sword handle kind of bottle. You can also check the older version of Kenzo Homme. So this new line has four now: Kenzo Homme, Kenzo Homme EDT Intense, Perfume, sorry, EDP, and the Marine. So far four. There's maybe one more coming out. This one, I forgot the other two names, but there are three in the line, and they're all affordable. So let's say, instead of paying retail for one Kenzo, you can get all three of this in full retail. I mean, like full packaging. So now the Kenzo, let's show you the spread. This spread is massive. I love this spread. This one wins any day. Very big spread. The caps are okay. Plastic goes with it, but not really super clicky or super snug fit. So coming down to the main comparison is going to be the smell and the performance. First thing is the smell. they are a little bit different than each other. Okay, when I smell Celestial, I love the name, by the way. I love the name as well on the Kenzo, but the Celestial, man, this smells at first a little bit weird. Okay, it doesn't smell exactly like the Ganymede or even the Kenzo EDT Intense. To my nose, this smells like a little bit like a, how to say this, very marine accord like, you know, it smells blue. Okay, just like the color of the bottle to my nose. And then the mineral notes, the what you call the metallic notes appear a little bit later, but this one is not as spicy. Okay, this one is a Celestial one. It's a floral, soft floral, a little bit of mineral like, and then the metallic like at the heart of the opening. It's a little bit like a blue marine kind of fresh kind of a fragrance. So at that point you feel like, oh wow, this is like an aquatic almost, you know. But it slowly changes to more metallic, like think of Tom Ford Noir Anthracite or something like Platinum Egoist. Okay, which I like a lot. I mean, this fragrance really is something. And I have been wearing this a lot more than I'm wearing Kenzo Homme EDT Intense. So for me, like this was the first impression of the Ganymede one, and I call this like a fantastic, like standout from the collection. And even in my collection, I mean, in this line as well as my whole collection in affordable fragrance section, this is a king. This is definitely a king because this thing lasts more than a day on my shirt. If I hang that shirt, like if I put like 5-6 sprays, it will last me easily over 24 hours. So this thing is a straight up beast. Projection, perhaps you feel it gets timid a little bit, like, you know, a little bit lighter after 2 to 3 hours, but it's there. It's invisible. But if you hang that shirt and you smell it and you hang it in the room or something, it will fill up the room. So basically, this is a almost near to a perfection for fragrance because it's cheaper. It's a smell, the dry down, it's closer to Ganymede, but the opening is its own theme, and it's missing the spices. I think it's a minus spicy, more wearable, long lasting version of Ganymede. So this is what you get in Celestial. And so far I did not get any compliments because this DNA, it's not really like something people, everybody would understand or appreciate, because it's not that mainstream sort of like a Bleu de Chanel Sauvage or whatever gets that, you know, mainstream 1 million sort of recognition. This one is still new concept. So I get sort of like negative comments from Kenzo Homme EDT Intense. I'll come to that now. So Kenzo, first of all, talking about performance, this one actually is like performance wise, it's a beast as well. If I go 3 sprays or something from my bottle, I don't know if it's the already deformulated, because someone told me there's new, someone got like a new tester version, like I don't know, recently, and they said it's not really performing on them. I was very surprised because this one, the EDT Intense and EDP both are beast. Even the marine one, for a marine like fragrance, that lasts a long time. So I don't know if they changed the formulation or reformulated. If it is true, it is very sad. But so far from my bottles that I tried, I will say the EDT Intense is a beast mode. Okay, so side by side, this one has more projection, but longevity, I'll give it like a tie. To my surprise, both of them last the same 24 hours plus on my skin, shirt, right? So because this one will take 10 out of 10 because it projects a lot more than this. It's more present for me, and it's more brighter, right? And it has the spices to give that sort of extra edge. So this is like 9. Or if you take average of longevity and projection, this is 9 and this is 10, longevity and projection. So in terms of smell, this thing is that Ganymede alternative that you look for. This is where the Celestial has a little bit losing one mark with this, because the Kenzo gives you almost near identical smell to the Ganymede. Many will not agree, because those who love Ganymede, they will be like, hey, my expensive cologne doesn't smell like your cheap Kenzo. It's normal, you know, like people like Aventus versus Aventus clones wearers. You know, there's always this debate. People hate that, you know, like, hey, I spent $1,000 on a cologne and you are telling me Sydenham gives you better performance. It does, and sometimes it gets more compliments than Aventus, right? So it's always up for debate, but we're talking about alternatives. So you have to understand there's always give or take. Okay, like it's like not always perfect. Okay, so Kenzo, basically the 110 ml also is a little bit more juice than this. I think this is 100, or let me check. These are, yeah, 100 ml. So you get 10 ml extra in Kenzo. Let me double check on this as well. This is 110 ml, yes. So you can use it for longer period of time. But again, remember, price wise, Celestial has the edge. This one has great pricing compared to Kenzo. So Kenzo, basically, someone asked me yesterday, why are you going crazy over Kenzo? It is good value. Someone already answered there in the comment section. Kenzo is deserving that hype that Jean-Paul Gaultier gets, um, Paco Rabanne gets, Valentino, Bulgari. All those houses get real big love. I think this one, houses like Givenchy, houses like Asaro, or some of the other houses like that they don't get the love. They deserve the love. Okay. So Kenzo, here is the final comparison. Here, out of the two, it's very difficult to say which one comes off as a winner. Both of them are winners. Okay. Uh, if you ask about the better price versus quality or the value, here's the price corner. Emir collection, this is going to take the cake any day because you can get like I think 3 bottles of this for the price of one Kenzo, at least 2. Okay, if you get this for a very cheap rate, maybe, but this one you can get, imagine 300 ml for the price of one, or even 250 ml. So that way Celestial wins because it also has great performance. Longevity wise is great. Projection to other people's nose, they can detect it, but you may go nose blind. Okay. So in that way, Celestial wins. But if you talk about the ultimate that is closest to Ganymede, and you want to pick something really decent and of higher quality ingredients and smell, and that you like the spicy masculine edge, this is the winner. Okay. So I give you both the choices. You go for your favorite. Test both. See which one you like and which one your budget offers. Because sometimes, the $50-$60 is also a bit high price for people. So in that way, you can easily swap to this, and there's no shame in that. This is really great. I love both of them. Okay, and I think they're different enough in terms of smell, like at least 25% different. So you can collect both and enjoy, layer both of them. Imagine that would be awesome. So is it worth getting the Ganymede? Yes. It's crazy to say because I personally haven't bought it yet, but I'm telling you still, that fragrance is of epic proportions. If I give this 10, I give this 9, I'll give Ganymede like a 20, because that fragrance is almost like god level. You are playing like invincible mode. You spray that on, okay, you spray that on yourself, on your shirt. If you know Megamare, that fragrance, right, like from Nasemato, what is that house, Orto Paris, yeah. If you put that on, you don't need to put anything on for 3-4 days. Same thing happens with Ganymede. That fragrance on the shirt lasts 3 days. So that itself, by itself, it justifies the price point. Okay, so Ganymede is not just an expensive perfume. It is expensive for a reason, and it is good quality, but again, it's way out of budget for many people. So for that alternative, you can get these two. So there is the whole comparison. In terms of smell, Kenzo wins. In terms of value, Celestial wins. So do let me know which one you like better, which one you tried, and if you agree with my assessment. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. One more list, then we'll upload it. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye.